His lecture was scheduled actually on Thursday morning, but because all the resource person they are in the leading positions at their institute, so they are having different kind of assignment that is to be also performed. So in this session, we will have the interaction on some of the social aspect, or you can even consider either as a teacher or as the part of the educated society. We need to consider these things also. And just a minute. So, Dr. Subhas Kumar Joshi, as by looking to the camera, you can assume how much experience he will be having. But I am very proud to say he is my classmate. But my father age is less than Joshi sir. So anyway, point is that it is not necessary your classmates, some of the classmates they are going to the CEO of the company, some of the classmates they are doing some other job. It's not matter where you are reaching, but when you are starting something, that is more important. You have started a journey where you have reached today. More than that, it is more important what way you are dealing your objectives. So I will just have a small introduction to Joshi sir. He he has come, and you will be also surprised. He is also a student of Pramod Agrawal sir. So Pramod Agrawal sir was also maybe feeling very proud that the student of more age than the supervisor is admitting, and he is eager to work with Dr. Pramod Agrawal. And Pramod Agrawal sir was also happy. I am getting such a student who is working sincerely. Sincerely means the youngsters like me at that time we can go party, we can go for some outing, we can go for some party. But as a responsible person or the head of his family, Joshi sir has deal all his responsibility very well, because at his age he has taken admission, I think in the age of 59 or 60.
60.
So in that age, taking the admission to the IIT system, that also a full-time PhD with all the full-fledged responsibility of their childs, their parents, all those things. So that was a very motivating thing for all of our colleagues present there. So actually he is a retired from the superintending engineer from the MP Electricity Board. So he was having a lot of experience of the administration also, because working at a leading position in the state government is not a cup of tea which anyone can handle easily. You have to see lot of pressures. Many of the time you have to show your capabilities either as a young man, either as one of the technocrat, either you are having the technical knowledge also. So all those things, their introduction is too much. And after his PhD, actually he is also already getting a bit amount of kind of pension for survival of the family. So he was not eager to earn the money after getting the degree from IIT. So after getting the degree from and you will believe he has completed his MTech, I think before 20 years of his PhD. So point is that when he got the chance, he was free from some of the responsibility. He has completed the marriage of their children and all that. Then in that age of the sannyas, he went for studies. So that is very nice appearance to all of us. And that then he started looking to the some of the unprivileged person of the society. Unprivileged, and especially talking about the financial background and the educational background. So they are not getting the opportunity to reach to the Kota and Delhi for the coaching and all. So that time he was living in Ghaziabad itself. So he started some of the social service for educating the poor children. And one of the strict notice was there, the person who is having the sufficient money, they cannot admit to his class. That is the main thing. Because you will not feel so much good by being with the student who don't have anything. Because at the student in the 10 to 12 years age, it is very easy to compare the things. So then he started the NGO, that Subodh Foundation, and after he started with a one room in the society itself. Then after with the time it is started, and now in the lockdown we started online teaching. He started I think 2013 or 14, because he is sitting at his home. He want to teach all the beneficiaries who want to take the advantage of this his hard work. So day by day it started with 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, so many. Now they are having the many centers in the government schools also, where Joshi sir and his team, they are delivering the high quality content for the up to 9 to 12 children's. And they have also started up to from 6th onwards, so that student can be prepared for a national level exam like IIT and medical and all. So that student cannot enter to the coaching center, so they are making their background stronger, so that student from a local area, if they are able to crack any of the exam, this is their proud. Now I am very happy that the eagerness or the interest of the public in their social cause is highly appreciated. And once you are starting something, there are many of the person who will be saying, oh, this is the wrong thing, he is doing for his own benefit. Like that, many of the people started saying, but like a standard way, he is also not bothered for anything. And one another thing, if you are starting a good job, there are so many good persons available in the society, they will support you also, either by the financial, either by providing the infrastructure, or by provoking your good deeds to the society. So that is all introduction what I can give, because time is also limited for the some of the other things. So now, sir, I welcome you on behalf of Electrical Engineering Department, NIT Patna, and from the Atal Academy of the AICTE. And participants, you will also need to know, he has done his MTech from IIT Roorkee and PhD from IIT Roorkee, and he is delivering the lecture on some other topic. That does not mean he has done his PhD thesis in harmonics analysis on the transformer. I think, sir, your topic was investigation onto operation of the transformer feeding non-linear loads.
Right, very true.
So actually he came from the electricity board, so he was having a lot of experiences into that. So he has chosen their topic by their own. So sir, welcome. I welcome you on this session. Now I think you can proceed.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Amrish, for giving me an opportunity to talk to the all academicians from, I think, Pan India. I can call it a Pan India gathering from different. I was yesterday talking to him from different parts, and that I can see from the names also. They are from different parts of the country, and in a technical session like this, Dr. Amrish Mishra, considering this topic, personal social responsibility, for this technical session, and AICTE and MHRD, with this advent of new education policy, providing a provision or making a provision for such lectures or for such disseminations. I don't call it lecture, it is a dissemination, and we'll interact with each other on what is personal social responsibility and how elite persons can perform this role of personal social responsibility. Since all of you are teachers, it makes teachers are the backbone of the country. And as Dr. Amrish Mishra very rightly said, by virtue of my age, there used to be time when I was seeing them working overnight in the lab, when I would sit there with a determination that I will now sit in the lab and sleep whenever I feel like, because we had a big table, long table. So I will lie down on that, and the kind of care and concern that Dr. Mishra would make me to shut down my computer and force me to go home, said he and used to say, sir, this is not your age to sit overnight and work overnight. Please go take rest properly, and then again tomorrow you can resume it. So I was beneficiary while I had, and he used to call me Tauji. So that is a small kind of family kind of environment that we had, and we all worked. And today I am there to talk to you on this. To be very honest, when I was doing PhD, and most of us, I don't know, must be aspiring for PhD, and PhD for my personal experience and understanding is a piece of paper which should be torn and thrown into the dustbin if it does not change the mindset of the person. That is why this is the only degree. It is called Doctor of Philosophy. Neither this you call MTech or MSc, MSc Botany, MSc Management, but here in PhD you just write PhD. That is a Doctor of Philosophy, and philosophy is a way of looking at it, way of looking at a problem. And this is, unless this philosophy of a person changes, I think we have wasted time. We have wasted the resources of the country. And is a person going to for PhD, I call him in the category of elite persons. And elite persons, I compare him like a banyan tree. Banyan tree is considered to be one of the strongest tree which can support number of elephants. They can rest against it, but a creeper cannot. So first, to be able to do something good to the society, ought to be strong. And luckily, we are all the cream layer of the society. And I'm really grateful for the friends like Professor Ambrish Mishra. I call him friend because we were a classmate, as very rightly said. And I am proud to say that he was my classmate. And they kept me encouraging, and his consideration to have this lecture is a small sign, which of course, thanks to MHRD and this AICT for making the provision for a. Please put off your cameras, so you put off your microphones, because that will create a noise problem. So if you have to interact, please you can feel like you want to interact, but I will request all to please put off the microphones so that there is no cross noise to the other participants. Fine. So because we are all teachers, let us try to see. I will, before I talk of what is personal social responsibility, teacher is, as I said, is the backbone of the society, and Sanskrit has provided multiple facets of a teacher. A teacher who only gives information is Adhyapak. This is Sanskrit word. A person who gives information with knowledge. And what is knowledge? I'll come to that. Upadhyay, he's called Upadhyay. A person who imparts a skill, Acharya Drona. He was a skill in the weaponry. So he was called Acharya, skill. Pandit, a person who has got a deep insight into a certain area. And normally after doing PhD, you become Pandit of that topic. Beyond that comes Drishta, a visionary. A person who has vision can only envision and help his students or descendants to envision beyond, become visionary. So that is Drishta. And the last is Guru. And Guru is the one who imparts wisdom. Wisdom is very different from information, very different from knowledge. It is very different from skill. It is very different from insight. It is very different from vision. Wisdom is basically able to differentiate what is right and what is wrong. Sir, kindly put off the microphones because that is cross communicating. So this is with a small background. I will move on to the topic. most of us are talking कि आज हमारी ड्यूटी हो गई. I'll sometimes use Hindi. I hope people are watching Hindi movies, so Hindi should not be a problem to understand, because I'm finding that some people are from different states. So should you not have difficulty, I'm seeking your permission to use Hindi selectively. Yeah. So what I wanted to say, duty is something for which you are compensated. You are paid. Compensation can be in various forms. It can be salary, it can be perks, it can be anything. It can be honorary. And responsibility is something which is inspirational. For duty, there is a motivation, and responsibility. May I, sir, Amrish sir, may I request to please put off the microphone for all participants except me. And if anybody wants to speak, can enable the microphone, because it may not be possible from me to exercise the control while I'm talking. So I would request please to keep the, and I would, for the benefit of the session, I would request everyone to take care of to keep the microphone.
No, sir, now that will not happen now.
Please, thank you. Sorry. So duty, responsibility, they are two distinct things. They are qualitatively different. Duty is done by a subordinate and responsibility is done by the superior. And as a teacher, you are the superior of the society. And naturally, when you are teaching in engineering college, you are one of the best persons. And I will come to you. What makes engineer different? Engineering is a thought process. It is again a thought process. It is not a subject. A student of mathematics says right or wrong. A student of physics or science would say this will happen or this will not happen as per, and he will give quote the law which will govern this particular phenomena or process or activity. But an engineer is a person who has to make the things possible. How come it is his funeral? He has to make the things possible, and that is what engineer is I consider to be the best discipline. Luckily, I'm part of that, and you all are. We all are part of that. We are all part of engineering discipline. So an engineer's job is basically, if the situation is there, what material, what permutation combination of the principles you use, what properties, what dimensions you use is your job. You have to make the thing that it works, and that is what engineering is. So engineering is the art of making things feasible, possible, and realizable. So being an engineer and talking to engineers, I take to further next stage. What is professionalism and what is commercialism? Profession in this matter, I would say there has been a lot of hue and cry about the corruption, and people normally focus on the financial corruption. कि इसकी इतने करोड़ की प्रॉपर्टी थी या इतने लाख की प्रॉपर्टी थी, आज देखिए इतने करोड़ की प्रॉपर्टी हो गई. Financial aspect is the tip of the iceberg. The biggest part is the professional corruption, moral corruption, and intellectual corruption. How one uses it, his professional capabilities, his intellectual capabilities, and other traits, moral values, so by putting on saffron clothes and all those things, trying to tell everybody. You must have seen that lot of pravachan going on. Look, sab cheezein daan kar do, moh maya se mukt ho jao. And a person who gives a big donation, he's garlanded and brought onto the stage and this thing. They are just talking something against what they are practicing. So what I want to say, this is a moral corruption, and moral corruption basically deteriorates the society like a termite. So this is basically our most of the countries, and the biggest problem is to eradicate the moral, professional, and intellectual corruption. By that we try to justify our ills and try to make people feel that no, you are perfectly clean person. And there are a number of examples. I don't want to go into that. Now, when it comes to professional is that person who would give a judicious opinion based on his professional capabilities. Whether it hurts him or not is secondary. He as a person is secondary. The main purpose is the cause and the objective for which his professional skills are required. But unfortunately, as Professor Amrish Mishra has said, I am now going to complete 70. So I'm at that stage where I have seen the life in various dimensions, and most of the time I did my schooling from the first technical school in the country, Kalaniketan at Jabalpur. Luckily, it was at my native place. And there, the kind of experience that I had, the kind of instrument that I had played, the kind of model that I had played, I'm sure even those kind of models may not be available in IITs. That was the first technical school after the independence in 1947. It was created. IITs were created later. So being engineering is in my blood. It is in my every cell is energized, engineerized. So seeing the things from that perspective, I find that as the people grow in profession, they start looking for their promotion, they start looking for their package, they start looking for power, they start looking for their wealth, and in the process, that is when you try to aim at all these things, they are away from the profession. The professional values, the professional propriety takes a rear seat, and what takes the front seat is your personal interest. And when it becomes personal interest, you are a commercial person. Commercial person is that person who will look for his profit and loss. If it's a profit proposition, he'll try to maximize the profit. If it's a loss proposition, he'll try to minimize. That is called optimization in engineering. So, and having seen over a very wide spectrum, right from lowest level engineer to the top secretaries and others, because all those persons I have interacted, and I'm very sorry to say that as the people grow in career, they become commercial and they start using their professional knowledge, intellectual capability, and whatever you call it to justify all wrong things that are happening in the society. So this is practically what is happening, and that is at the cost of professionalism. I hope you will agree with me. Now I will come to the next. As I said, honesty, I had defined it. There are the different facets of honesty. It is just not financial honesty. Financial honesty is the tip of the iceberg. Most of it, dishonesty, lies below. So that is what basically what is important. And then one thing very, very important I would like to cite: sincerity, dedication, continuity, consistency, persuasion, and persistence. These are the traits which make a person, which make an individual a good person. And the basic essence of that is sincerity and dedication. Albert Einstein has said, I have perspired more than inspired. It is not important to be intelligent. And let me tell you, all August gathering of teachers, that I was one of the most duffer students in my student days. But it was only the sincerity and the dedication that has driven me to do something which is considered to be impossible in Indian context. And I was able to compete with anybody. And that's what I say, intelligence is secondary. It is if you are sincere and dedicated, you can achieve anything, because when you are sincere, you are professional. You give the propriety to the right things and not to your personal vested interest. So that is basically makes me to say that I'm a proud professional, and I wish to continue it. And this I'm continuing at this age of life, this stage of life, when I have relinquished my family responsibilities, when I have done everything, I'm awakened, I'm inspired to work with personal social responsibility for those who don't have access to the good teachers. I think most of you, I do not know how many of you, but at least few of you must be the first generation students. When I say first generation student, means in your family, there was nobody either had gone to school or had graduated. And from that context, coming to this stage, you are all into the cloud of elite persons. And elite persons, as I say, that they are like banyan tree, they have a big responsibility. And I call personal social responsibility. Personal social responsibility is completely different from CSR. I'll come to that a bit later. Now I will come to education. I'll give a small model which I had developed when I was just started it. And to be very honest, I have interacted with persons like Professor S.C. Verma and every one of you, at least younger students, younger teachers, must have referred to H.C. Verma book. And at some point, I had a departure with him, because when he said that you carry on your way, I will carry on my way, then I said that perhaps it is not the right to continue, pursue him further. And I wanted that let us associate, but then it did not happen. So here what I say, every child in the beginning is ignorant. He observes, and when he observes, everything becomes miracle to him. When that miracles he tries to analyze, he tries to know how and why. And when how and why is known and it is applied, it becomes concept. And concept, when further taken, it becomes to conceptualization. It becomes a common sense, and that common sense, when further pursued, it becomes obvious to you, that is expertise. And the role of teacher starts from hand holding. जैसा आपने बचपन में भी पैदा होने के बाद you have gone through this stage and you try to walk on your knees. Your parents help you by giving you some temptation, some toffee, और देखे जो भी बच्चा खा सकता है, आपने क्रॉल किया, क्रॉल करके करते जब आपने चलना चालू किया तो उसने फिंगर होल्डिंग करके किया, and you bring him to the stage of common sense by helping him in applying the knowledge. This is the role of the teacher, and this is basically a student. This student's pursuit continues despite the teacher, because teacher has a limit to which he can contribute, but if he has to become expert, student has to continue the spirit beyond. And this is a very good example. Drone, Acharya Drone, he had given best of the knowledge to everybody, but Arjun excelled. But again, in Mahabharata, there is another example, Eklavya, and Eklavya says that you don't need to be, you need to have a teacher, but if not, nothing can stop you if you have a strong will and determination. Again, the same thing, sincerity and dedication. So these are some of the examples. Then I'll come to more on that. So I start with that. When I have classified, education is not just getting marks. It is not just getting degree. It is not just getting package. It is not just getting admission in IIT or NIT or something like that. It is something beyond. You first learn to observe. When you observe, I'm using the board. I'm not using many PPTs, rather a few pics models which I have made, which if I try to make it may not be that coming that good. And I'll tell, as Professor Ambrish Mishra had told you, I am taking online classes for the last 5 years. It is not today people are running for online classes, and when I developed it, it was a purely fighting against the problems, and that is what PhD teaches you. PhD is not a research. You are not doing coming out with a big theory of Maxwell's equation or Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction or relativity theory or something like that. You are trained into the process of thinking, analyzing, and trying to solve an unknown problem. And that is what happened when I started it. I'm basically power engineer from the age of wall electronics, and today I've been able, I try to seek help of everybody, give everybody opportunity to help me if they can. But unfortunately, I had to struggle out, and there is one Mr. Shailendra Parolkar. He's an IITian, settled at Texas. Parolkar. And it is he offered that, Dr. Joshi, I would like to help your students to understand maths and physics online from Texas. And from him, I got an idea. Yes, I can do online. Of course, I was thinking of it, but I did not know how to do it. And my journey, I'll not like to waste my time in that journey. If you want, you can interact me at personal level. That time I will tell you more in detail. But now that has become a very common talk. Online education is so this thing. So it has become of a matter of historical importance, not of much relevance in today's time. Second thing, when you observe, you tend to correlate your observation. And when you correlate observations, you naturally tend to analyze what is good and what is bad. Good and bad. And as I told you, good you try to maximize, bad you try to minimize. Finally, a common term which you use is you are trying to optimize. Whatever is observation experience, what is that? And when this optimization is there, next come you try to find out how to do this, how to optimize. And always there are n number of ways. Here comes you are at a crossroad. When there are n ways of solving a problem, then comes how to select which selection of a way, selection of an alternative, selection of a solution, you can call it. And this selection of a solution is based on it should be economical. It should be feasible. And what I'm talking, I'm into it and I'm practicing it day in, day out. And as an engineer, as I said, I spent my life right from class 8th, that was in 63. You can estimate how much time I have spent on this. Then comes what is, if it is feasible is one thing and whether it is viable in these circumstances. And then whether it is sustainable. Sustainable, when you talk, there are two things: with nature and then with poor persons. Today, when this glacier burst was there, a lot of people are making hue and cry that it is against the nature, this, that, so many projects and this thing. But, and to be very frank, there was one professor, I'll not name him. He's from BITS Pilani. He's a very active activist against use of nuclear energy. Now, when he was talking so high about nuclear energy, against nuclear energy, I said, Dr. Saab, why are you sending me mails? Why don't you send me the postcard, handwritten postcard? You want to use emails, you want to live in the air condition, you want to live you avail all the facilities, and you want to, and for that, what is needed is electric energy. And the electric energy, you know that nuclear energy, though it has some risks, but then if the risks are taken care of, accidents otherwise also happen. All that is that you have to optimize upon the use of the nuclear energy. After that, he stopped communicating with me. So problem is that there are a lot of pseudo activists, those who will talk a bit, but in their real life, they will try to, I'll tell you, one Professor Krishna Kumar. He was director AIC, NCRT. And he is head of the HOD of Institute of Education in Delhi University. I heard a lot. He was writing a very attractive lectures on some leading newspapers. I sought an appointment. Happily, he turned out to be from Mahakaushal area, Madhya Pradesh, Sagar, and Sagar, Jabalpur. They are 200 kilometers apart. I went to him on a very good note. And when I asked him, sir, I have started it. It is about 7 years ago. Can you please guide me? How can I do it? बोले आपको क्या करना है? क्यों करना है? क्यों आप ऑनलाइन पढ़ाना चाहते हैं? You are siphoning the money to the Western countries and all those things. Started blasting me rather than helping me with something. He's a big academician, and I'll come to you. What is academician and what? He's a big educationist, and I'll tell you what is the difference between educationist and academician. He started because he blasted me. After he vented out, I said, I want to only ask one small question. What you say, I take it on prima facie right. I should give it up, stop it. जो हो रहा है होने दो, मेरे को क्या करना है, मेरे को तो अपनी पेंशन मिल रही है, I am leading my happy life. But you tell me, the mobile that you are using, the wristwatch that you are using, the spectacles that you are putting on, I feel that all of them are imported stuff. Most of the gadgets in your room are all imported. Why are you using that? Is it not siphon the money to the Western countries? He was point blank. He had no solution to my problem. बोले ठीक है जोशी जी, आपको जो ठीक लगता है वो करो. मैंने वो तो मैं कर ही रहा हूँ. You are since educationist, because I'm not educationist, I'm an engineer, I'm an executive. So I have come to take your advice. How can I do it better? How can I involve more persons? Nothing happened to it. And like that, there are many big names right from MHRD into the central government to the state government. Everywhere I have approached, but then experiences are somehow they are very same. And then after evolving solution, there is an advisor and consultant. इसका एक बहुत अच्छी डेफिनेशन है. These are those persons जो आपकी घड़ी से they will see your wristwatch and tell you what is the time. They will take all the information from you and they will nicely present it with a nicely bound cover, type, printed and other things. And that is what the advisor and consultants are. And the crux of the solution is in implementation. There is a very famous phrase, taste of food is in its taste. जब आप खाओगे तब पता चलेगा उसका टेस्ट क्या है. इंप्लीमेंटेशन नहीं करोगे तो बहुत बड़ी बड़ी रिपोर्ट बनाने से देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रिपोर्ट्स. एंड लेट मी टेल यू, इवन दिस न्यू एजुकेशनल पॉलिसी, I had gone through the complete document in detail. It talks of many things, and I had shared all these things to the government of India, also MHRD, and unfortunately, thoughts are very big, a very big vision, but the essence of it is in how it is implemented on the ground. By sitting in an air-conditioned room, I was talking to one of the university at Bhopal. They had organized a lecture on online classes teaching in the COVID era. And when my lecture was there, they in their introductory lecture, they said that our students are attending classes on mobile. They have to go to the खेत की मेड़, दो हिंदी में जो वाला है boundary जो रहती है in their forms, वहां जाके they try to see if the signal is available. They try to. I talked. Have you ever attended the class? Have you ever delivered a lecture? If you'll do that, you'll know that on such a small screen, managing big formulation explanation is next to impossible. It is something like that. If you see elephant, you have to recognize whether it is elephant by seeing its tail or by seeing its trunk or by seeing its ears or something like that. Otherwise, but in the kind of mathematics and science, you need to have a complete spectrum, right from first diagram, first equation to the last derivation. And that is not possible on the mobile. So I said, you don't talk such a things. If you have not done the online education, talking it is very good, but then making it really possible is something very, very difficult. Then comes review. And review adds to the wisdom. That is what I told you. Guru is one who gives wisdom. Wisdom gives you ability to judge right, wrong, and choose between the two options. And this review is most important part because in Galileo's equation, Newton made a development on that. Newton, after that came Einstein. He came with theory of relativity, and after that many concepts are coming, and people are even talking that you can traverse against the time. various other concepts are there. So I do not want to get into that. Every thinking mathematically, every problem can be modeled mathematically. And that is what you have seen in the, because most of your electrical engineering students, you have done control engineering or simulation, others. I have seen that a lot of good lectures are there. You model it and can be modeled mathematically. And then you test it through various tools, somebody MATLAB, some other various tools were mentioned, so mathematically. And accuracy depends on what? Variables, relationship between variable, between variables, and values of the variables, and then comes initial condition. If all this is correct, you can predict what is a correct solution. And a wise person may not be doing mathematically, but through the life, the guru has gone through so many phases, so many experiences that he's able to realize what is right and what is wrong. And that is what makes a difference. So children, students, because I talk to mostly students, 9-10 के तो मेरे मुंह से children निकल जाता है. Pardon me, and by virtue of age, I hope you will allow me if I sometime address you as children. Now, after this, another model I'd like to share with you. In life, three things are most important. Intelligence, to be able to understand and perform. Diligence, rather, adds to understanding. Diligence is performance. And third is strategy. Strategy, how to manage resources and constraints. And there is nothing, no thumb rule. There is no single way, which is right way. Everything is right. And every time you tend to learn and you go into a spiral like this, and that is how you grow. So I have seen a lot of intelligent person lacking diligence, and there are a lot of persons who are intelligent and diligent, but they are not strategic. They do not plan. And I have my experience. I have realized that many such persons who are intelligent and diligent fail unless they make a proper combination of strategy. This is all I have applied it in this model of personal social responsibility, which I am executing it. Then comes why institutions are required for education. Why institutions? Earlier, it was a family. Whosoever are the eldest in the family would teach it. Gradually, society evolved and we had developed academician, because now there are large number of students. Before that, societies have become compact. This leads to large number of students, and there are large number of skills, which are a large number of disciplines and skills. Now today somebody says, please teach me Sanskrit or explain me Vedas. I cannot do it because I don't have knowledge of Sanskrit. So this is where one has to step out and institution is a place where it is like shared memory, where different experts are available. So that is where institution has become a necessity. There are many people, they are talking free education. Free education is not free. The thing, you can go anywhere, learn from anybody, but it is not possible. Now with the internet, it has become possible. But think of prior to Corona, very few people were able to take benefit of the online education. Then comes, when you talk of education, education is for whom? If I would say that education is for the common man. For common men. I think most of you, you have graduated, you are a professor somewhere, and when many of you may be having your children, if not, you will have it in the times to come, and you will try to admit him to the best school. If the best school is not available in the town, you will send him in some boarding and school outside. And what happens there is secondary thing. But when talks of education, for the education you can afford, you are placed in that position where you can send your children. What happens to common men? Schools are not in his vicinity, because I was teaching in one of the school and these children used to come from 15 kilometers. Someday they will say that there has been a flood in the Nala, and because that the bus could not come, and therefore our children, there was no attendance in the school, or 5 or 10 children out of the school. So that is in a tribal school at Jhabua. Jhabua is a tribal district, and there is another place, Dhar. I have tried to connect it, and finally there were multiple problems. These children have multiple problems: sociological, economical, environmental. फैमिली में पता चला माँ बाप के बीच में झगड़ा हो गया, पिताजी ने शराब पी के माँ को मार दिया, देयर इज ए टोटल अनरेस्ट इन द फैमिली, द चिल्ड्रन आर नॉट एबल टू कम, बीमार पड़ गए, their family life condition is such that they are very much susceptible to diseases. Any kind of thing happen, and continuity, because education is something where continuity, consistency, before that punctuality, because if the class starts at 10 o'clock is also important. If some student comes at 10:30, he has missed half the lecture. Then pursuance, because what you have told, whether students are able to revise it or not. And I'm very particular about it. If the student do not revise it, I tell them, please do not come to the class tomorrow if you are not revise it. And then perseverance. I will give a small example. All of you, I believe that you are electrical engineers. Star delta conversion. Of capacitors and resistors. And you'll find right from books into electrical technology to physics, you find there a formula for star to delta or delta to star. But how this formula comes? Right from H. Cotton, nobody has given this formula. How this formula is given, but how the formula comes, nobody has given it. And education, as I told you, when you find it, you analyze it and try to evolve this solution. And how it comes, how and why. See, what it is like learning history or language or such other subjects. But how and why is maths, science, and engineering. And this is William Butler Yeats, a Nobel laureate. He has said, he was a Nobel laureate and very famous. Education is about lighting a fire and not feeling the pain. Lot of quotations are available, but this fascinated me, not feeling the pain. Pain means bucket. And this fire of inquisitiveness, this is not a fire of destruction. It is a fire of inquisitiveness to know. And you are all in academics. I do not know how many of you had opportunity to work in the industry. In industry, most of the problem that you encounter do not have ready-made solution. It is how and why. Once you know it, then you are able to solve the problem. And I have experienced it very closely. I have experienced and practiced it very closely. And unless you are able to make your student, you are able to light the fire, you are not imparting, you are just doing pro forma entry. I hope you understand what I'm meaning by pro forma entry. And education, if it is a pro forma entry, I said it is better, don't give them education. And we as a teacher have a basic responsibility, and that is what I'll come to. What is PSR? Initially, I told you responsibility is something which you assume, you feel inspired into it. Duty is something, CSR, there is a term, you must have heard of it, CSR. It is obligatory for any commercial institution to spend, I think 5%, 7%, I do not know exact, some percent of profit on CSR. And I do not know how many of you are associated with NGOs, how many of you are aware of the CSR. Most of the NGOs thrive on donations and CSR. And if you see that NGO has become one of the very bad term, जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं गाली. That's for I started with NGO, and since last 6 years, we are a small group of 4 persons. One is myself, one is Professor S.B. Dhar. He is contemporary of Professor H.C. Verma from IIT Kanpur. He is from mathematics department, and Professor H.C. Verma was from physics department. He's a very renowned professor. Then one Kumud Bala, madam. She's of chemistry. And fourth is Shri Shailendra Parokar. We are 4 persons, and we are open to all. to first know, because don't play blind. जैसे कार्ड खेलते ना, don't play blind. ब्रिज में blind खेलते हैं, don't play blind. No, then make your own judgment. And then may work independently with PSR. PSR means personal social responsibility. Personal social responsibility. Or if feel like, or may like to collectively complement. Complement in the initiative. And when I say collectively complement in the initiative, we say tan means bodily, man, but not धन. तन और मन से हमारे साथ जुड़ो, धन की आवश्यकता नहीं है. I will tell you, we have a model. Anybody will say कि साहब आप ये पढ़ा रहे, बहुत से लोगों ने पूछा कि साहब आप आपका what is where from you are getting funds. I said पढ़ाने के लिए पैशन चाहिए, डेडिकेशन चाहिए, कमिटमेंट चाहिए. ये नहीं कि जब हमको समय मिलेगा तब हम पढ़ाएंगे. मैं कभी कभी लोगों से बोलता हूं, the street dog, if you are not giving him chapati for 2 days, third day he will stop coming. But here it is a question of making fortune of a person through imparting education to that person who doesn't know what is going to happen after getting education. So don't betray the persons. Try to give them the best that you can get with tan and man, not dhan. Or very small, what I'm doing it, क्योंकि पैसा तो लगता है, बिना पैसे के कुछ नहीं होता. We have created our own model. Incidentally, I come from Brahmin families. We have a lot of ceremonies, pujas, this and that. And every time I do not give put a single penny to any temple. But I have got a good luck. Suhagan ke liye, Brahmin ke liye kuch dena, jo bhi hai, we put it in that. If my wife puts 10 rupees, I plus 10 rupees. If she say 50 rupees, then I say plus 50. Like that, we collect in this money. And today I have got about 30,000 rupees. If I need a computer, I can straightway go for it. So this is a financial model, which I call it zero fund and zero asset. ZF, ZA. This model is, I'm practicing it, and I'm very happy to say that in education, for teaching, you don't need money. You need passion. In this, I will give a small example. I hope you all know about Sir C.V. Raman. When he came with his Raman effect, which fetched him the Nobel Prize for a few $1 billion, he was talking to Calcutta University, addressing it. Naturally, felicitation was there, and he started talking. So one young boy, like me, rose up. He was also young. Of course, I was not there at that time, but a young boy. Just I'm saying me, it can be anybody. He rose up and, sir, how could you do such a big research with equipment costing rupees 250? Maybe it is 2.25 lakhs today, but at that time it was rupees 250. And his answer was, my dear friend, what is needed for research is passion and commitment. If resources are not there, you will create it. And that is what BTG, and a teacher, unless he's a researcher, researcher means not necessarily you do PhD lab or something like that. Faraday was not a PhD. Einstein was not a PhD. After that, people facilitated him a lot of PhD. Newton was not PhD. Galileo was not PhD. But then, unless they were researcher, and unless he is a researcher, he is simply doing a routine job of filling the pail, as in terms of butler. So my dear teachers, you are all blessed to be a teacher. Unlike me, for me, I'm at that age and stage of life where I'm living with children. I don't have to worry about it. If I don't get my pension, which I have not been able to get it because of I could not give my life certificate and pension is stopped, but I'm living with my children. My life is going on. I'm able to talk to you. I don't think you find that I'm starving because of non-pension. No, it doesn't look like. So this is what is basically important. But in your stage, you have a life, you have a career, you have a family to support. You need it. But then all that I want to say, C.V. Raman was also a young man like you when he did it. Newton also was a young man like you when he did it. And I do not know whether you are aware of it. Most of the research work done by Newton was that time some disease had there and he was to be quarantined. He had to leave the university and go to his village, and his village he spent about 3 months, and in 3 months time or 1 year time. And in 1 year time, most of the work which he did, which he compiled in his book Mathematica. And for which we know Newton's law. और आज की डेट में मैं कभी-कभी बोलता हूँ, ना न्यूटन पैदा होता, ना हमारी ये सब दिमाग के लिए कसरत होती. But then what he has done is a great thing for each one of us. Now, most unfortunate part, as I said, I had talked to most of the people right from MHRD, NCRT, except for AICT. Most of the most unfortunate pen is slipping. Anyway, most unfortunate thing is that most of the educationists are arts graduate. You call it humanities आज की डेट में. And some of them who were MSc, physics, mathematics, and when they went there, they did their PhD in education, or they have become only educationists like these arts graduates. And academicians is different than education. Educational is, he is talking of educational philosophy. Teaching models, etc. And these academicians are really teaching. You are all academicians. You are all academicians. So try to understand the difference between education and engineering. And when these people are art graduate, they don't have realization. They don't understand what maths, science, and engineering can deliver to the society. When I say that, it does not mean that I'm oblivious. I do ignore the importance of humanities. That is very, very important. And that is why perhaps MHRD and AICT has talked of having some session during such lectures on the human values, social values, and all those things. So consideration is creeping in, but still it is far way to go. So, and this is the reason that I had talked to, as I said, I had talked to persons from MHRD, I had talked to persons from NCRT, and the persons they are sitting there, they did not appreciate what I'm talking. In my model, I start with class 9th, 10th, and 11th, and 12th. Only for those who have studied with me. In 9th and 10th. Why? 9th and 10th is the most formative period. And let me again put it, parents are the most natural teacher. You are all engineers. You have benefit of getting the best of the best discipline. You are teacher. Those who have children or those who will have children in times to come. Try to give education to teach your own children. Why? Because you know how you teach others. So you don't want others to be teaching your children like that. So please teach your own children. At least you will be very sincere when it comes to teaching your own children. At least you will be more sincere. I'm talking very bitter, but don't go by the words which I'm using it. Try to go to the philosophy I'm taking, and when you try to search your own heart, you will find that what I'm talking is right. You will be more sincere when you teach your child. You may get stuck up, no issues, but then you will be able to solve it and do it. Unlike what you do with other children, what you do with children of others. This is basically wrong. This is what is required. So first is a formative period. Secondly, no competition, no peer pressure, no academic pressure. और अब तो syllabus भी modify कर दिया, light कर दिया, ये कर दिया, so things have become still lighter. No academic pressure. So then you may say, how does it become most formative period? Because in the 9th, student studies that what he studies in 11th, all mechanics and other things, except for some mathematics. And in 10th, he studies what he studies in 12th. And in 9th and 10th, maths and physics is taught in a narrative way. But in 11th and 12th, in my time it was 11th, now it has become 12th because ours was 5-year engineering. You start getting into how and why. You start integrating knowledge of different subjects, knowledge of different chapters and subjects. And those of you who have studied H.C. Verma, because H.C. Verma book, forget about my differences with him. That is the best book of physics. It is of the international level, no printing mistakes, very nicely written, and exercises are graded in scale, means complexity, graded in complexity. integration of subject topics, and covering completeness of subject matter. Completeness of subject matter. If you have done the exercise sincerely from SC Verma, I think you will be able to attempt any question from any competitive examination. And IITs, I do not know how many of you, most of you must have tried for IIT. And IIT, it is not basically something different. It is a process of preparing. It is process of training mind for this. And that's why SC Verma book, anybody who has prepared for IIT must have used it. Whether he did it completely or not is something different, but he must have used it. And that is what they are. And most of the people, most of the teachers leave it half the way because they are not able to attempt the questions that are there in that. So that is anyway, that is this thing. So beauty is that key, and therefore I take it, and you will be surprised to know here while I'm doing it, we introduce. Yeah, we start with factors, calculus, both integral and differential, because differential calculus is taught in the later part of his, and integral calculus is taught. And equation of motion, if you have to really understand the equation of motion, if you have to really understand the gravitational force for a object going above the earth's surface, you cannot do it without doing. If you have to understand what is electric potential, you cannot do it without understanding the calculus. And if 9th and 10th students are exposed, and it is possible to do it, I'm doing it. If anybody has a doubt how it can be done, I'll show you some of the things. I will tell you a very small thing. Yesterday, or 3 days ago, I taught Wheatstone bridge. And Wheatstone bridge, you know that it is finding application even today, and it was developed in 1833. And by Wheatstone in 1843, that is 188 years ago, say almost 190 years or 2 centuries ago, and 10 years later. It is a Wheatstone who came out with the revised version, and now it is available in multiple shearing bridge, this, that, post office box, potentiometer, all of them are Wheatstone bridge, basic thing. That time he didn't have anything, but what he developed, it requires very basic thing. And when I asked a student, explained it using Kirchhoff's current law, 9th class, student of class 9th, because they have completed syllabus of class 9th, student of class 9th, now they are learning in this. And I explained them what is Wheatstone bridge. When I explained them with the Kirchhoff's voltage law, they did not. Then I told them, you just take a bridge, and if you want current to be 0, this Ig will be equal to, suppose you call it A, B, C, D. This is equal to VB minus VD upon R. And this, if I is equal to 0, either VB minus VD is equal to 0, or R is equal to infinity. And with this, when I explained them, it was a very simple. Initially, when I did it with Kirchhoff's circuit law, it was a big expression. They were not able to solve it. Then I yesterday told them, and I told them that those students who do not send me a submission, we are coming with a monthly bulletin, and every month one topic is given to the students to develop illustration what they have understood, and that is brought into the bulletin that way. And I told them if students don't make, because normally obvious student, maybe student, there is a tendency to avoid it. To the extent you can, if not, do it at the last moment. And I said that you send me, yesterday was Tuesday, I told them you send me by Friday. And one student who is very sincere, Uha Chandrika, she's from Andhra Pradesh, Sita Nagaram, across Krishna River in Vijayawada, near Vijayawada. Krishna Uha Chandrika. I finished my lecture at 6:30, and by 7:30, her sheets were sent to me. And that is what happens. There are few students who will carry it, and they become the torch bearers. They become the catalyst to motivate other students to work upon it. So anyway, children, okay, मेरे मुंह से फिर से चिल्ड्रन निकल आता है क्योंकि मैं बच्चों को ही पढ़ाता हूँ. आप सभी के बड़े लोगों को पढ़ाना मेरा आजकल खत्म हो गया है. और one more thing, most of the students, they run away from algebra. And if you have done the questions from books like S.C. Urma and others, you must have seen that, or rather you must be also framing questions. When you frame questions for making test papers, your aim is not to test the calculation skill. Your aim in framing questions is not to check calculation skill. If you are a really dedicated teacher, you will try to make questions which were not asked earlier or which we are not encountered earlier. So in that case, it will be basically basic concepts. And when concepts, it is an algebraic expression. And when with patience and confidence you handle algebra, which many people do not have. And I was one of them who did not have the confidence to handle algebra. How I overcame it, I will tell you this. This is very, very important because I take this opportunity as a personal social responsibility, and let me tell you, friends, I call you friends also because you are teacher, I'm a teacher, मैं school का teacher हूँ, आप लोग college के teacher हो. I'm not taking this lecture as an opportunity to get honorarium. No, honorarium is not my consideration. And honorarium, if it comes, it will go into my kitty after paying income tax, because that will be paid through check through my account. I will get, I'll have to pay income tax, and after paying the income tax, whatever the money is left, that I will put it into my Gullak, which I use it, piggy bank, which will be used for this purpose, which I am doing on it. Anyway, so when you do it, handle an ability to handle efficiently, calculation at last stage are very small. Most of the things cancel, most of the variable cancel, pi will cancel, so many things will cancel, epsilon 0 will either cancel or disappear, and something like that will be there, and a very simple calculation, and that is what it is. But what happens mostly, most of the time, I'm referring to the solutions sometimes on the web also. Most of the time, people haste to do calculation, thinking that last stage calculation will be very large, but they forget it. Most of things will cancel, and they commit error. Calculation is the most delicate part. Calculation is most delicate part of solution. And they commit error, and then whatever you have done is all lost. So this is basically handling the subject, and for that only algebra, because all forward journey that you have studied is all basically algebra driven. All the design of machines, this, that, even the electronic circuit, I was seeing that some of the lectures, because since Monday I have just tried to peep into the sessions going on, and a lot of complicated circuits and other things are there, and any simulation. Because MATLAB or SPICE or something like that, it depends upon results depend upon circuit you have configured and how you interpreted that. results may not be correct, and whether you are able to read the error, that read error will help you to go back to the circuit and correct it. And gradually you go into the fine tuning, and finally you come to the right solution. That is this. So this is very, very important. Those who have handled it, you must be, all of you must be handling it. मैं तो obsolete आदमी हूँ, as I told you, and as Professor Ambrish Mishra had also told you, I'm a man of a very different stage. Anyway, now when it comes to PSR, the topic of this session. So all these things I'm doing with a person, because today whatever I am, I'm able to do it because I was blessed to be educated. Despite I come from a very humble background, I got the best education and ability to do PhD after retirement. So very few people are there who had done PhD after retirement. I don't say I'm the only one, but very few. If you see all over the country, you may hardly find 10 to 20%, and most of the persons at my age, they do PhD by using their work done earlier and old wine in new bottle. It's basically this thing. And real hardcore work, spending life in the lab, waking up late till night and did it. And then I found that yes, PhD, because I'm at that stage, at a stage, age and stage, where God has given me everything. To be happy and no remorse, happy without remorse. I'll try to conclude in another 5 minutes so that you have if questions. And but then in this PSR, basically I found that CSR is only a myth. It is only a way of siphoning the money to their own persons and all that thing. Philanthropy is creating parasites. Creates parasites in society. You know, parasites, they live on others. And these NGOs thrive on this CSR and in the name of philanthropy. So not that I say only this job, imparting education to unprivileged, is such a big job, even God cannot do it alone. No institution can do it alone. No, forget about India. It needs to be, it needs first a realization that God has been kind to us. I'll give a small story. One Arabian philosopher, he was crossing the desert in the hot sun, summer, and deserts are always very hot. He was crippled person. He was crawling on, yeah, he didn't have a footwear. And after some time, he started cursing the God. Oh God, I'm so lucky that I don't have even footwear to put on. And after some time, he saw a person crawling on the hot sand. His skin was baked. Still, he was trying to crawl to reach to some point where he'll get some water. और बोलते हैं भगवान तूने मुझे इतना बदनसीब तो नहीं बनाया. तो let us learn to be grateful. First need is to be grateful. Then second is inspiration, because simply you listen so many lectures, so many spiritual discourses and other things, but they are all इस कान से सुना, इस कान से निकाल दिया. Very few inspiration, very few get inspired. And then what it needs is a sense of personal social. Because when God has given us, it is only the human being. Swami Vivekananda has a very famous quotation which I came across only when I'm of course a ferocious reader of Swami Vivekananda. I have only 3 role models: Swami Vivekananda, Abraham Lincoln, and Sant Kabir. All of them were from different profile, but these are the 3 role models. इसको मेरे लिए ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश बोलो, जो बोलना है आप बोल दो. And Swami Vivekananda has said at one point that they only live who live for others. Rest are dash 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 dash. I'll not. And an insect in the gutter also lived its own biological life. It is only the human being which can do, and therefore PSR for human in general and elite persons in particular. If we don't do it, then remember the quotation of Swami Vivekananda and decide in which category you are, whether you are living or you are not living. Okay, so with this, I'll come to next. So therefore, I say involve with tan, man, not धन. धन की आवश्यकता नहीं है. जिस दिन आपको लगेगा आप खुद लगा के रिसोर्सेज मिल जाएंगे, आप कर लोगे. मैंने जैसा अपना मॉडल बनाया है, everybody has some way of which you are the money that you are spending wastefully. Once you are inspired, you will utilize your surplus. Once you are inspired, you will find ways to utilize your surplus being wasted. Wasted purposefully. And for in this direction, as I said, we started with 4 persons, interactive, online, mentoring sessions. We call it IOMS. It is some name has to be given for the model, the technology and the purpose. Each word has specially designed. Interactive means here the students and me interact with each other. And they are able to interrupt me and stop me and try to know if they have anything not clear and they want to become clear. Online because it's a technology. Mentoring, it is not teaching, it is not ट्यूशन, इट इज नॉट कोचिंग. मैं ट्यूशन और कोचिंग को किसी ने बोला मेरी क्लास को तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है मेरे को गाली दे दी. ही इज अब्यूज मी. I call it mentoring. I'm like a potter who is trying to shape these children, and this is I'm proud to be calling my. Somebody said, "Sir, you are my boss. You are one of the best boss," and all those things. Few days ago, I said, "Forget it. I'm no more a boss. I'm only a small teacher of school children." History is that is history when I was a boss, but today I'm only a teacher, and in that capacity, if you want to interact with me, interact me, otherwise forget it. I'm not worried. So this is what is there, and this we started in 2015 when people thought, and I had to struggle a lot how I did it. It's a big journey. I do not want to waste time because we are, I think I'm about to complete. Then there are multiple challenges in that. Basically, it is very good to talk कि ये है वो है, but practically करना बहुत कठिन है. और दुनिया में लोगों ने एजुकेशन के नाम पे इतना लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाया है, जितने फ्री वेबसाइट्स वगैरह हैं. I hope you all know what is happening behind the screen. Gradually they will tempt you and then they will trap you into their commercial circuit, and they have different ways be hit rate. And here in this case, there are many offers coming to me कि साहब हम आपकी साइट को ऐसा कर देंगे, ये करेंगे, you will start getting money. I said I don't want money. I cannot pay money. So therefore, these propositions are not. If people, those of you who feel inspired, if you want to know about it, you can try to know it. And I'll tell you briefly because there are, if I talk, because I'm so deep into it, There are many things. I will just like to conclude with a small one. This thing and show you a sub. This initiative requires commitment like an enterprise. ये नहीं कि हमको जब समय मिलेगा हम रिटायर्ड आदमी हैं तब हम करेंगे. No. It requires commitment like an enterprise. Involvement like a teacher. Teacher means teacher who is guru, whose aim is to impart wisdom, just not complete the syllabus and produce the result. And desperation like a learner, Eklavya. Eklavya is a very good example. I do not know whether it is he was there or he was a character in fiction. I do not want to get into that, but for me, it's a big message of Eklavya. What is guru and what is an enterprise? Let us try to become in education an entrepreneur, a guru, and a desperate learner. शिष्य जिसको हमारे यहाँ पे बोलते हैं शिष्य, या you can call it. I use Eklavya as a phrase. And if you can do that, we are discharging our personal social responsibility. There is enough to cry. I don't have this, but there is only one reason to be inspired to do PSR is that God has given us, we are among the elite class of this society. Being a teacher, a faculty in engineering college is you are an elite class of this society. I do not know whether you are faculty in private college or government college. Government college suffer from their own bureaucracy and lethargy, and private college suffer from their own exploitation. I have seen everything. I don't need any lofty words because, as I told you, as you have seen me, you are seeing me, you all know that I have seen the life. 70 reigns I have seen it, not small. So this is what is there. And those who want to know more about it, I'll just show you one small, and rather than going to the website, in my website, because something we have to call some name, it is a totally non-organizational, this whole initiative is non-organizational. Non-remunerative. We don't take any remuneration wherever we teach. Non-commercial. That's why I had not gone to Facebook, YouTube and other things. A lot of people have asked me, you have a unique way of explaining. Why don't you create YouTube? By making YouTube, I'll become a lazy person. And for that matter, I must tell you, I have seen the lot of videos on NPTEL and this and that, and that SWAYAM, there's IIT PAL, NTPEL, IIT PAL. This is for IT Professor Assisted Learning, then SWAYAM Prabha. All videos are not good. This is my discrete observation. Some are good, but these good videos are in such a language, I think a common man cannot make good out of it. So all of us have to work, and by making videos non-commercial and non-political. So this is how we are working it, but some name has to be given. The name is given Gyana Vijnana Sarita. As I told you, we say small group of 4 persons, and if you are feeling inspired, you are welcome. There are a lot of things we have to do. Gyana Vijnana Sarita. This is none of my name, Azim Premji Foundation, so many names you are finding, all people, they are already so big, they are known, and still then you put their names with their institute, I don't know what for. Here, Gyan is not name of anybody, Gyan is superset of, Vigyan is a subset of this, Sarita is a river which is flowing, you take as much as you can. And this website is Gyan Vigyan Sarita. We have a website. We are beginning with a monthly web bulletin. In this, we are in the sixth, we have completed 5.5 years. Monthly web bulletin. And we are very particular on 1st of every month it is released. It is to create awareness, and I'm totally paperless. And we have created mentors manual, how to teach this subject. And those who want to reach me, my mail ID is and my mobile number is, but before writing, calling me on mobile, please identify yourself. In the mail also, please identify yourself. And my mobile is, this is a WhatsApp number also, 9711061199. I welcome you all to know and explore how you can collectively complement, because it requires a collective effort. Collectively complement. Nobody is a boss, nobody is a subordinate. Collectively complement selflessly. This is most important. If you see कि इसमें मेरे को tuition मिलेगी, ये मिलेगा, remuneration मिलेगा, I already said no scope for that. But yes, if you want to do it, I'm always available, and it will be my proud privilege to welcome one and all. And I wish if you can do like this, you can do it independently. If you want, you can associate. You can use our resource if you want. If not, you can create your own resources, and let us try to enrich it. And a lot of things are there, mentors manual, bulletin, this, that, through which we can try to create a society. And every year, if you create 5 students, और मैं बच्चों से बोलता हूँ बेटा मेरी गुरुदक्षिणा बहुत बड़ी है. बच्चों ने बोला सर बताइए हम देंगे. हमने कहा पहले जान तो लो क्या है. मैं बोलूंगा गर्दन काट के दे दोगे क्या, जैसे द्रोणाचार्य ने किया ही था, अंगूठा काट के दे दो. तो मैंने कहा मेरी गुरुदक्षिणा ये है कि when you first become strong like a banyan tree, and when you have become, try to create 5 students. And so somebody said कि sir why 5 students? I said let the process start, then it becomes an addiction. आज मेरे को नशा है इस चीज का, बच्चों को पढ़ाने का, सेल्फलेसली पढ़ाने का, उन बच्चों को जिनको पढ़ाने वाला कोई नहीं है. एंड सवेरे 4 बजे से, अभी ठंड में थोड़ा सा कम है, मैं लगा रहता हूँ. एंड दिस so this is what briefly I have talked. I think I have run 10 minutes over, Amrish sir, but then sir, I think I'm finding that the participants were glued to their respective, but since their videos were off, we have to keep off, otherwise bandwidth problem will be created. But then I'm sure
now if any of the participant would like to ask anything, they can ask now.
Please.
If there is any question in their mind, they can ask.
Please identify yourself and ask question. Question यदि नहीं आए, इसका मतलब it was a projectile motion over the head. And if there are questions, please be honest to raise your query, and I'll be very happy to entertain it.
Anyone, if you have any kind of doubt.
Oh, Dr. Jairam. Dr. Jairam, he was one of the youngest research scholar with me at IIT Roorkee and one of the very brilliant researcher.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Dr. Ashok, I'm able to hear you, please.
Yeah, I'm from Pune. I would like to ask you one question actually. Before the question, I really felt very, what you can say, great about after listening you that you are doing such a wonderful work. We had also Institute Social Responsibility Cell in our college, and we were actually we are also doing a lot of work for unprivileged schools, right? School childrens.
Yeah.
I want to know that since you said about online teaching to this unprivileged school children's or
Yeah.
unprivileged children's, so
Mhm.
how they are actually attending the classes if because they might be having the poor financial background. So how they are attending the classes because they might not be having the mobiles or laptop.
Yes, sir. It's a very relevant question. It is something like that. Everybody doesn't have it, but
Yeah.
those who have it, यानी
Hmm.
ये वही हो गया कि पूरा ग्लास भरा है या आधा ग्लास भरा है. कम से कम जितना भरा है उसको लेके अपन चालू करें.
अच्छा.
जितने लोग
Okay.
अटेंड कर सकते हैं उतना करेंगे. जो नहीं होंगे ग्रेजुअल,
अच्छा.
बिकॉज आज की डेट में मोबाइल इज नॉट ए सच एक्सपेंसिव डिवाइस. यानी
Okay.
इवन ए स्ट्रीट स्वीपर हैज ए मोबाइल.
Yeah.
So that is it's only making their parents and the student realize what is that they are going to get. And incidentally, when you said you are from Pune, I feel homely. My daughter is at Pune. So, and being a Maharashtrian, Pune is the cultural capital of Maharashtra.
Yeah.
So
Because
it's nice.
yeah, what we have seen is that in engineering also now during this pandemic situation, when we started the online classes, our engineering students also don't have the mobiles. That
Right.
means those who are from rural area, right?
Yeah.
They
Apart from
don't
that,
have.
even if they have the mobile, problem comes of the bandwidth.
Yeah,
And
internet.
that is sometimes I find that the children have to go away from the house, but then attending session on mobile has its own problem. And attending session on the screen, because when I'm talking to this session, I'm taking two screens parallel. One is screen for viewing the participants and one screen for disseminating.
Right.
So there are, but these resources are not available to anybody. And I'm really happy, Dr. Ashok, your institute is working on it. And anywhere if you feel.
Yeah, I will be in touch with you. Yeah.
And it's totally selfless. I only need opportunity to connect to more students and help anybody who is working in this direction.
I will contact you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Please.
So thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, please.
For giving us the opportunity to think outside the books, like being the responsible citizen of the country. We can do something for the society that will be better for us. So I will also request many of the participants if they would like to contribute something to the sir, our bulletin for the Gyan Vigyan Sarita. If they anything in your mind, if you want to contribute, anything means anything that is relevant to
Richa Sharma wants to say something.
Sir, can you say your email ID and mobile number again?
I just shared it. I will do it again. Mail IDs. I think I have written here mail ID.
You have written.
Yeah, this is the mail ID and this is mobile number 9711061199. Feel free to reach me if I'm in the session. Normally, I'm very particular to respond to the mails. If not on the same day, next day you will have this. And if you don't get my mail within 2 days, it means I'm traveling, which for the last 1 year I have not traveled, and I don't hope to be traveling for another few months till such time the corona scare is over. But feel free to reach me and please identify yourself that we interacted during this session, and it will be my pleasure. Anything, and again I assure you, you don't have to bother कि जोशी सर को बहुत से लोग पूछते सर इसमें आपकी फीस क्या है. मैंने कहा मेरी फीस ये है कि आप बच्चों को जोड़ो और आप भी जोड़ो. और बुलेटिन में there are a lot of topics are there. Even students' contribution is there. I was talking to one of the institute. They said I was very surprised when I was talking to the same Professor S.C. Verma in IIT Kanpur. There is NCC and there's another one is NCC and one is something like that, social work, something like that. What is that? I do not know. NSS. And when I learned from him, when I was talking to him, I said that why can't you associate me in that through NSS? He said that NSS is a coursework in IIT. अब NSS या इस तरह के काम को यदि आप कोर्स वर्क बना देंगे तो बच्चे क्या करेंगे? बच्चे वेब से उठा के यहाँ से वहां से कॉपी पेस्ट करके अपना सबमिशन कर देंगे और मार्क्स ले लेंगे. और life is in reality, it has to be realized by getting into that, and that is what Professor Amrish Mishra said. Ki, sir, I'm looking, I could have asked anybody, some big name, but I'm asking you, I'm an unknown person for most, but I'm asking you because first of all he knows me, he has seen me working it, he has contributed, he has talked to my students, he knows what strata of the students are coming from, he has contributed articles for my bulletin, so he knows about it, and therefore he said, sir, I want to you to be talking to our participant to get a ground level, nuts and bolt level feeling how where the shoe pinches, and that is what I'm happy for giving me this opportunity, and happy to all the audience to be giving a patient hearing. Anything else, sir?
No, thank you, sir.
So can I take a break, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So thank you.
Dr. Jairam, he's my another classmate. I call classmate because PhD mein there is nothing like classmate. We are colleagues at the research. And Dr. Jairam, I will just like to have your mobile number. We'll talk after the session because other
Sir,
participants.
I will send you. I will send you.
So it's very nice to see you, Jairam, and you are looking as fresh as you were. And God bless.
Sir, thank you.
God bless.
So it's a long time, sir, to see here, and thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'll contact you, sir.
Please. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
So Joshi sir, now very much thank you from our side and participant side for delivering such a off technical social lecture. So that is good for us also. So now participants, we are having Dr. Jairam Nakka with us. So now participant, is there any break is required? 5 minutes or we can continue?
So we'll have 5 minutes break, sir, because till now they are in session.
Okay, so we will just start in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Participant, be ready. So for the next session on the, again you will go into deep of the power electronics with Dr. Jairam. So we will be back within 5 minutes
Yes.
at
Okay, sir.
11:55.
Yes. Sir.
Okay? Okay.
And ours, Amrish, how the presentation, I mean, this course is going on fine, everything?
Yes, it is going on fine.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
And